Due to the pandemic, most of the schools today, not just in our country, has shifted to online classes, just to make sure the safety of the students while still learning. And there's a news about the expansion of limited face-to-face classes for other programs approved by PRRD or President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So in this video, we will be getting the opinions of my fellow students if they are agree or disagree to the face-to-face class. And now, we will know who are the agree and disagree to the face-to-face classes.
I am Mary Elaine Bitumpal, and I am disagree to face-to-face class.
Do you want to put your life on the risk, Miss Eva? Coronavirus is not a joke, even it's 2 years ago already. The COVID-19 virus is still here and still mutating, and that's why face-to-face classes should not be implemented. It's not the right time to have a face-to-face classes, and not all the Filipinos, especially the students here in the Philippines, are fully vaccinated. Because some of their age are not suitable for the COVID-19 vaccine. And we are not sure if it's safe to go to school because some of the schools are lacked in classroom and facilities. Also, I don't agree with Mr. Celestino that it may lessen the burden for students, teachers, and also for parents because the face-to-face classes are more strict and some of the students need to commute to go to school and not all the students have their own car or motorcycle, so it's very dangerous to travel because you will be exposed to other people and the movement of students and teachers inside the classroom are very limited only. It is harder when the teachers are discussing when they are wearing face masks and face shields. The face-to-face classes uses more papers, notebooks, ball pens, bag, prints, paper, etc. And when we are at the online classes and modular learning, we save more money because we don't use that much anymore. And also, we learn how to value and manage time. And another advantage for online education or online class is that it allows students to attend classes from any location of their choice. It also allows schools to reach out to a more extensive network of students instead of being restricted by geographical boundaries. And that's why we prepare more online class over face-to-face class.
First of all, a pleasant day to all of you from our group. My name is Emmanuel Baron Nim Celestino, and today my group and I will be having an argumentative speech about a topic that has been continuously controversial ever since the pandemic COVID-19 has started. Now, many of us have been arguing if we should or should not let face-to-face classes be implemented in our current education system. However, three of my peers, including myself, is siding with the execution of the face-to-face classes in our education system because we believe that there will be a lot of beneficial factors for the students, teachers, and sometimes even for the parents. So the beneficial factor for the students is that this option can help them learn better due to the hands-on learning activities that will be given to them by their teachers. Moreover, this option can also improve the student's holistic health or mental health since they will have the chance to socialize and have unlimited interaction with their colleagues. And in addition, the unfair circumstances the between different social statuses of people will also be lessened. To explain further, remember during the implementation of online class when COVID-19 hit, a lot of students were shocked, and most of those students who were shocked are those less fortunate people. I mean students who who had a hard time in their online class because of the lack of the required devices and technology that is needed to attend online class. However, with the execution of the face-to-face classes, that issue can be lessened and learning will be more efficiently accessible for everyone. And for me, the teachers will benefit drastically because of the fact that no students will be cheating on the activities that they will give, and they will see which student really excels in their subject. And also, they will learn a lot from the students because they will be engaged with the understanding and interests of their own students. So that is my point of view, and let's move on to the next person from the opposing side, and his name is Mr. Adrian Gicos.
Good day, everyone. I'm Camille and Eva, and I'm here to say that I agree with what Mr. Celestino was saying. It was already 2 years since pandemic has begun, and the online classes and modules, right? And I was saying that don't be blind. We all see and hear how other school take advantage those weaknesses of their employee and students. Look how student crams like no more days just to pass those assignments and activities in a day, or in on time, even if it's more than 10 or more. Look how teachers, prof, cram also or struggle because they need to pass it also on time, the grades. They need to separate those modules and anything like that. Imagine how those parents with a elementary child who are struggling to make time for their children and also in work. Imagine how parents are devastated when their child stop from their education just because they can't afford gadgets and internet. Look, we as students see how our parents and teachers struggle just to ensure our education. As you can see, malls and parks are all open and allowing people who are fully vaccinated. And if the government can open the malls and parks, why they can't open schools? As Mr. Celestino said, it may lessen the burden of the student, teachers, and also for parents. It gives opportunity to those who are less fortunate that can't buy gadgets and internet. It is also time for DepEd, with the help of Department of Health, to change their system for the safety. More attention should be paid in importance of safety protocols, double precaution, prioritizing vaccination of students and some of members that are not fully vaccinated against or for their protection against COVID-19. In that case, if students and teachers are all vaccinated, we can also start our face-to-face class, just like other countries right now. Can't you see the Philippines are one of the countries that did not start class face-to-face? Start face-to-face class, follow the proper and strict hygiene and safety protocols, we can all go back to school. Thank you.
I'm Queenie Sienna Morris and I disagree to face-to-face class. I disagree it. Why would you let people on the outside suffer? I know that students have the right to study and learn, but during this pandemic, we need to put our health first. According to the Department of Health, the country logged 11,094 new COVID cases on Thursday, October 29, 2021, and pushing the nationwide total cases of 2.78 million. Imagine, almost 42,621 Filipinos died because of COVID-19 virus. So why do we need to push ourselves into face-to-face classes? As of October 28, 2021, around 26.8 million people were only fully vaccinated from COVID-19 virus in the Philippines. The COVID-19 vaccination started in March 2021, and the country aims to vaccinate the 58 million Filipinos by the end of the year. But the question is, they are sure that all Filipinos wants to get vaccinated? Because according to Pulse Asia, 6 out of 10 Filipinos don't want to get vaccinated against COVID-19. The survey found that the respondents' top reason refusing a vaccine are 84% is not sure if it is safety, 7% they don't know if the vaccine is effective, and 6% that the vaccine is not needed to combat the COVID-19. COVID-19 is an acute respiratory illness in humans caused by coronavirus, capable of producing severe symptoms and in some cases of death, especially for the older people and for those with underlying health conditions. The virus can spread from an infected person's mouth or nose in small liquid particles when they cough, sneeze, speak, sing, or breathe. These particles range from larger respiratory droplets to smaller aerosols. You can be infected by breathing in the virus if you are near to someone who has COVID-19, or by touching a contaminated surface and then your eyes, nose, or mouth. The virus spreads more easily indoors and in crowded settings. So when face-to-face classes are implemented, we're Filipinos, we can avoid interacting with other peoples and socializing in crowded places. In this pandemic, I will never forget the quote of Jack LaLanne. He said that the most important thing in your life is your health and your body, because you can have all the education and you can have all the monies in your bank, but if you got headache every day and you are not healthy, what good is your money? And this is what we should all understand, that there are times that we need to put our health first before anything else, because without your health, you can't have anything. So for me, if your face-to-face classes is important to you, your health should be too. And that's all. Thank you.
As we all know, pandemic casualties are still rising until now. According to World Health Organization or WHO, there's still 20,847 COVID cases in the Philippines as of October 25, 2021. We are in this kind of situation that we should mitigate the COVID-19 virus for it to stop spreading and kill people. In terms of face-to-face class issue, I am highly disagree to that. Because I know this virus can cause severe damage. We can just simply put our mask, spray alcohol, and we're already safe. I think the best way to prevent this kind of disease is the absence of personal interaction, like we are doing right now. We're in online class and we don't interact with each other. Personal absence or personal interaction is one of the key to prevent the contact or spreading of these viruses. In school, we in school, we greet each other, we talk to we talk to other students, and also the teacher, they are discussing in front of the students. And we can avoid eating inside because we have these kind of process. Like in our house, we're eating with our family and we don't eat with other people. And we also put down our mask when we are eating. I know there are precautionary when given by the government or schools, but some of these can easily be obeyed. Like we're going to the mall, we can avoid touching each others because there's we rush to buy groceries like that, and sometimes we can't avoid talking to each other. In the transportation, it is highly inconvenient. This is the restriction of passenger unless you have a personal vehicle. Lastly, our system was already adjusted from F2F setup or face-to-face setup to online setup. The teacher and students, they will suffer again if we will go back to the face-to-face setup. And
I'm Lennon F. Baticados, and I agree to bring back the face-to-face classes. Back to face-to-face classes. It is a huge news nowadays. The decision of the Department of Education and the government makes a big fuss all over the social media platforms. It's been 2 years since the pandemic hit not just our country, but all around the globe. Because of this, all of our plans and some of our daily routines in our lives put into pause. Limited actions, skeletal workplace, and etc. This affect not just the workers, the economy, but it makes a big impact also to the students. All classes were stopped for about 2 to 3 months. They came up with implementing the online class. This decision got a lot of criticism also. What about the students without enough resources to undergo online class? What will happen to them? Some of the private sectors asks for the academic fees, which was not been heard. Now that they are planning to bring back the face-to-face classes, the most frequently asked question is, are really ready to do it? Yes, we can bring back the face-to-face classes, but we have to make sure all the necessary safety precaution will be strictly observed. The failure of the student depends on this. It's the importance of life that I am trying to say. But if all will be planned and implemented well, I'm excited to go to school again. Meet all my classmates and professor to create a healthy environment that will help grow us as a student. Thank you. So what is up, guys? This is Lenin Alfredados again. So we're talking to agree or disagree to have the face-to-face class here in the Philippines. So what is your opinions or thoughts for this, and we should go back, or we think we should go back to face-to-face class, or we should not, because this pandemic is so actually hit all country all over the globe. So um what is the perfect decision for the Department of Education and the government? So it's up to them, and um let's just connect and deal with the protocols of government. So we have a so we can be safe and go back to our old routine way back there's no pandemic. That's all. Thank you.